Absolutely. For the first 2 months of the year, the Chinese economy was at a virtual standstill because of the fight against COVID-19. And this was made really clear this Friday with these figures shared by the National Statistics Bureau, three indicators really paint quite a picture, a worrying picture for the Chinese economy, with three indicators that are down, all of them between 10 and 20%. Manufacturing activity, retail sales, and fixed asset investment. Indeed, Chinese workers were not able to go to their factories and thus couldn't spend any of their income. So that meant that consumption's down, which means that there's no reason to really invest in the future because it doesn't look great. So what is the Chinese government trying to do to remedy this situation? Well, actually, Beijing has not announced a stimulus package the way that the United States or France have. And that's simply because the debt burden of the country and the economy is too large. Other measures have been put in place to support small and medium business and other larger businesses as well. And a guideline has been issued to reform the economy, to liberalize the economy. But what seems clear now is that contrary to 2008, when China played a huge role in getting the global economy back on track by spending a lot of money, it's not clear that China can fill that role again.
Meanwhile, Charles, in other Chinese news this Friday, Wuhan, where it all began, has amended its data for coronavirus infections and indeed deaths. Fatalities there up 50%, I believe, on the initial reports. What's behind these new figures?
Absolutely, the number of deaths in Wuhan up 50%, almost 50%, almost on the dot. And this is after the city authorities said that they conducted a thorough examination of all the data that had been collected during the epidemic, going to funeral parlors, going to hospitals, going to the security services and asking for those figures again, going through them again. They explained that basically at the peak of the epidemic in Wuhan, the health system was completely overwhelmed and was not able to accurately collect all that data. Some people were not able to get treatment before they died, people who died at home or in retirement homes, for instance. So these figures are meant to reassure some of the, or to answer some of the questions that have been asked about the reliability of Chinese figures, to potentially show more transparency. But it's not clear that that will convince people, first off, because it's an extremely well-rounded 50% figure, and also because when you look at the figures that are coming out of China compared to other countries with smaller populations, there's also a wide discrepancy there.